XP. I've been playing this game on and off since it came out, and yeah, you didn't miss it, Larry. You did not miss it. I've been waiting to do it again because I'm waiting for all my mods to kind of catch up to the version. The one thing about this program that's kind of annoying is that the modding, every time there's an update, it breaks all the mods, and the mods have to be updated to work with it. So I've been waiting for that to happen, and just waiting for an opportunity to do it because I've been doing a lot of episode and other things too. But since we are going to be getting back into this, I figured we'd do a short, maybe 2-3 hour stream tonight, where kind of get things in place and test things out, make sure things are working, and maybe do a little bit of beginning science, learning and things. So we're going to start over from a brand new game. Show again. Start fresh. So we're going to call this, I'm going to call it June 2020 stream, because it will be June by the time we stream this again. It's going to be a science game. So the difference between the game modes. Career mode, you have contracts you have to undertake and fulfill. You have money that constrains what you can build. And you still have to get science to unlock parts like you normally do in science mode. But you have the additional constraint of the money and also your reputation and things like that. Science mode is more of like a sandbox, but it's more constrained than a full sandbox mode. Sandbox mode, you have access to everything at the beginning of the game. You don't have to grind for science or anything like that. In science mode, you still have to unlock all the science tree in the trees, in the tech tree, by doing all the parts in the tech tree by getting science from doing missions and conducting science experiments in various places and modes of flight or not flight. So I like that more because it takes a little more. It allows more freedom. You don't have like a budget to worry about, timelines to worry about, or deadlines to worry about, and it's just a lot less stressful, but more still poses a challenge because you have access to very few parts at the beginning. Let's go ahead and change our let's change to this. Let's do the orbit flag. Now difficulty. I've got to set this up. First thing is that we want to hire Kerman for flights, stop missiles, check with facilities, science rewards. I want to bump this up to 175. I just put a number in now. Okay, 170. We'll leave those where they're at. Network on. Advanced. Enable Kerbal experience. We're gonna go ahead and roll this. What this will do is it'll make it so that the Kerbals using the pilot the rocket will have access to like the minimal stuff. So, for example, at low levels, pilots only have access to the basic controls for the rocket control. As you get more levels on your pilots, they'll get access to things like locking to prograde and retrograde, anti-normal, normal, radial in, radial out, that kind of stuff that they won't necessarily have up front. Just add a little bit more difficulty. Do range modifier. All SAS modes on all probes. Ignore probe capabilities. I'll leave that off. Part upgrades. Enables stat upgrades for some old parts when new technologies are researched. Yeah, I'll leave that on. Colonization. Whoops. Enable colonist rescues. We'll leave those on. Patch manager on, toolbar, that's all fine. Okay. Accept. Start. Now we'll have to, we'll need to see if the bug is still here or not, but there was a bug with the colonization plugin mod where you can't get to the settings menu for the mod from this main window. Yeah, it's still showing up like that. So we have to go to the VAB, Vehicle Assembly Building, to where you build your rockets at, and then come back out, and it'll load up the contents of that window, which we need to modify that thing. If you don't change some things in here, then you'll almost certainly at some point get stuck, and your Kerbals will I think it's this one will become mutinous, and you won't be able to control your rocket anymore. I'm going to set this to 300, 0.75. Can I put a 5 in there? No, I can't. Okay, that should be fine. Save. So, for people who haven't played the game before, I'm sure there are a couple. How this works is you have... Let me do something real quick. YouTube is being hidden by my stuff here. Yeah. So you have these buildings. Some of them don't really matter in science mode, like the astronaut complex. Kind of matters. You can hire new Kerbal knots from here, if you so choose. I'm not going to do that right now. Administration building doesn't really matter because it's for contracts, which is for career mode. You got your mission control over here, which is also closed for the same reason. Spaceplane hangar, SPH. You build space planes here, and what you do with those is that you, like a literal plane, you can like build and fly around Kerbin with. Got your tracking station over here. This allows you to see all of your ongoing flights, and also will show you your debris too if you turn it on. It shows you other locations as well, like space objects, unknown places, deployed science, launch sites, satellites, all kinds of things. Okay. Then you have the tech building. Research and development. This is where you go into to unlock new parts at. So this is what you're seeing here is actually the result of a mod called Community Tech Tree, I believe, and just kind of puts everything into categories and allows mods to easily put their stuff into the pre-existing categories that it makes. It's just a way for mods to kind of fold into like a structure for technology that won't overlap with something else or conflict, or won't have to have like people won't have to have specific things for specific mods. They'll kind of will fall into a community-based tree. So what we start with just our basic stuff here. So we got a command pod. We got some science stuff to work with, and we do have a probe to start with. That's actually an re-entry module. Never mind, it's not a probe. And we have basic rocketry stuff that's not listed here. That's always unlocked for any game. What's this one? This is new. Orbital megastructures. I don't remember that one being there before. Faster than light, that's new. Interesting. Okay. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to go to our VAB. We're going to build a rocket. The goal is going to be just to get it off the ground and to see if there's any kind of weird issues. There was an issue I was having with the stock-alike mod where it was causing issues with the Jumbo 64 tank. Won't be able to see that right away, but eventually. Hopefully this goes as quickly as I hope it will. We will. So we got our module here. This is the command module. Everything we build will be built off of this. So we're going to put a parachute on top so we can recover this safely. We go very simple on this one. We'll just do a solid rocket booster, flee, and science. It's this one. All we really have is cardboard box and which will include a couple of these How many states will we actually have where we could collect science? So on the pad, in flight, this won't go high enough to trigger the second one, so maybe just 2. And then 2 goo pods as well. None of these are actionable, they're just interesting stuff we can use to actually do anything. Okay. Rename this thing to Simp Rocket 1. Let's also do, I almost always forget this. So we don't want to have the parachute coming out when we turn on the engine, so we need to separate those into different stages. Go down here, damn you. There we go. Reset. Okay. Now we can launch it. So we should get somewhere like 20 to 30 science from this normally, with 170 and a 170 increase. Has to be a 70% increase. It could be as high as 40 or 50. Let's see. Don't have SAS, don't have RCS, so we don't have to worry about that. It's got a it's solid too, so we don't need to control the throttle. Okay, I take that back. We do need SAS. We need Jebidiah to control this thing. That's what happens when you launch badly. Flight to launch. I need to do the stuff on the pad too. Should have our science stuff here. So click this. Goo reports. Let's do the EVA report too. And surface sample. Okay, so get this on. So it'll lock it to stability assist. Okay, a little bit better. Let's grab our formation here. Okay, let's go and get the chute deployed. Turn that off so we can actually have the physics working here. Alright, now just gotta wait for splashdown. We get our science and unlock some new tech and build a better rocket. You just do this over and over again until you get to the point where you can actually start doing pre-planned missions. Let's throw this into +4. You can only collect one surface sample, but you can collect the surface sample in the ocean too, so technically if I do this again, we can go into the ocean and get another sample, but for now, I'll have to do. Okay, so we shall do this. Cover. Jebidiah should get some experience for the flight. Not sure how much, but some. What do we got? We got 54 science. Cool. Crew. We got 1 experience. Okay. So, with our 54 science in hand, we're going to get basic rocketry. We'll get access to a liquid fuel engine and another SFB, or SRB, solid rocket booster. Well, solid fuel booster, SFB is what it actually is. The T-100 fuel tank and some other types of tanks. We'll also do engineering. It should give us access to some new science. We'll get access to the thermometer, microwave oven, and that's it. Some communication stuff and a decoupler, which will be handy for staged rockets. Definitely want to get this. We've got access to some more science. The barometer, sample box, and Science Juniors later on. This is for submersibles. You have to be in the ocean. Actually, it's a Kerbal item. They carry it on themselves. Some more decouplers. Okay. Landing legs, we need those. More parachutes. Alright, I think we'll get that. Definitely we're going to go with general rocketry as well. What do we got left? 9. Nothing that we can buy. Okay, so with this, we should be able to build a rocket that will go up higher. And be able to hit the second tier of science that we can do. So I'm just going to hit get a new rocket going here. Going to be the same basic design though. We're going to have that. We're going to have the parachutes. Now, though, on this one, though, what we're going to do is, we don't have a stability yet, so... This one, though, we're going to put a decoupler on the bottom here, so we're only going to have this falling down this time instead of the whole thing. On the command module, we want to put our science. So... I'll put it down here. I'm putting 3 of these because these guys I need one for being on the pad. I'm expecting to be able to do 2 levels of science in this one. Put this one on this side. Need some room for the parachutes. Okay, sample box. And cardboard box. What else? I think that's it. Microwave oven, actually. Okay, now parachutes. We have the one on there, but now that we have this other tech loaded on here, we'll need some more help. So... we're gonna put on the, it's the orange ones or the lower ones? What the hell's utilities at? There you are. Yeah. These ones. 2 should do. I think 2 should be enough. Now, for this part, we're going to do a T200 fuel tank. I'm going to actually double it up. Under that, we're going to put a, probably a Reliant. And now, on the outside of that, we're going to have 2 SFBs. Actually, no, we don't have a decoupler yet, or even something to do that with, so... Oops, not what I wanted to do. We'll need some stability for this, so we'll do some wings. Okay. Alright, should be good to go. So we'll do some stuff on the ground with the new, our new science, and then also take the science up in the air as we're going. Hopefully hit the middle atmosphere area where we'll get the second science trigger at as well. Temperature scan, sample box, microwave, and really there's a pressure scan. Oh, from the, yeah, flip one. Okay, get our thing on here and go ahead and set us up at half throttle. Let's see how that goes. More, yeah, way more than enough thrust. So go and get our other scans here. Pretty good on fuel. Starting to turn over a bit. They're going too fast. Okay, so we are now 9,000 meters and climbing. Question is, how high can we actually go? Still got, what, 30% of our fuel left? That was more like a quarter. Oh hell, we're flipping over. It's going too hard. Try and see if Jebidiah can rewrite himself here. Or we can help him out. Shouldn't be too hard to get ourselves righted. Isn't that big of a rocket. Gotta stay on the gimbal. Okay, we got all the stuff we can collect. Let's go ahead and say collect all. Deploy all except EVA. Okay. Almost out of fuel. We're not going to have a hard re-entry. I don't think we're too low for that. And so we're going to jettison that now so we don't have the extra weight pulling us back down faster than we need to be going. Where exactly are we coming down at? Water or land? Looks like water. Okay. So the chutes are set up for that correctly. If it was over land, I'd want to increase the altitude by about 1,000 meters. Okay, so it peaked at about, what was it, 31, maybe 32? Actually going to prep those to deploy. Once we hit the middle and lower atmospheres, we should slow down significantly from the air resistance. Yeah, we're already starting to. Okay, chutes are deployed, not opened. They won't fully open until we hit about 2,500 meters. Is what they're set at right now. Yeah, 2,500. So we won't have another, well, we should have a few experiments to do in the ocean, but we won't be able to do everything in the ocean. We should still get like around 200, I think, from this research points. Everything is said and done. Just gonna throw this on to 4. I'm not confident we're not gonna crash into the ocean. Like a parachute getting ripped off, since we're slowing down pretty significantly. Good. Now we gotta figure out what the actual final speed's gonna be with all this extra stuff on the pod. This parachute should be able to deal with it though. Yeah, as long as we stay underneath 7. Oh damn, we lost a bunch of stuff. We did. Those are 6, aren't they? Those aren't 7. Shit. Well, we lost all the boxes. We're gonna lose some of our hard-earned. Crap. That sucks. Okay, well that's fine. Collect all that. Actually, want to deploy all, and then we'll collect it. Epa Report, surface sample. Alright, let's go and recover. I'll need to come back in. Okay, less than 200 now, I'm thinking. Since we blew up our boxes. I forgot those are 6, not 7 meters a second tolerance. Yeah, 184. Closer than I thought, though. Much closer than I thought. Actually, it would have been over, probably like 220, 230, I think, with the boxes still there. Crew, what do we get for that? No experience gain, because we didn't get to orbit. Alright. Science, we got, what, 193 to use? Definitely want to get basic science. Definitely want to get flight control. Definitely want to do advanced flight control. So I believe that opens up our first SAS module? No. That was in flight control. Yeah. This would be for RCS. Which actually is important. What is it, 90? We only got 100 left, though. I'd rather spend it on... this, because we need space tape. Thanks for the follow. It wasn't my windows being covered. SCANSat 123007. I think I pronounced that right. That was 45. Sweet. We can get this too then. We'll get them both. Okay. Now we're ready to build a more complex rocket. Alright, start with this again. This time, though, we're going to use a command and control module. This will give us more control over it in flight. Parachute. Utilities. Okay. We need more. We need 3 of these. I'm gonna put these on first. Okay. But what are you doing? I still haven't set it up. Sorry about that, Disacue. I'll have to fix that later. I can fix it right now, I guess. Probably should. Let's see, Nightbot. I can only see the damn window up on my other monitor. So I'm gonna do what do we do? Spam protection. Okay, so there's emotes. There's only like what?